Hi there, Gemini. Welcome back. Alright, guys, let's get into this. Spirit, give us a clear, concise message here for Gemini. Gemini, don't forget to click on that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Okay. And if you're new here, just know that this is an all Gemini channel. Spirit, give us a clear, concise message here for Gemini. Whoa. Okay. Gemini, it looks like somebody here has been causing you to feel regret or feel sadness. Somebody's been causing you grief. Somebody has been sending you the evil eye. That's what I'm seeing here. Somebody does not like it that you are in control of your life. Somebody doesn't like the things that you're doing in your life. Somebody doesn't like it that you have choices. That's the problem. You have choices and they don't. Somebody's very envious of you here. This person sees that you're a very strong person. They see that you have a very strong willpower. So this evil eye, yes, it might be affecting you, but it's not affecting you to the extent that it could have if it was somebody else. Because I'm seeing you here, you're very strong. And I'm also seeing that you're very courageous. So you might be trying to get away from this person, maybe planning something here, or like an escape plan, or you are trying to get your cards in order so you can get away from this person. It's like you're focusing on your future and you know you have a lot of choices to make and you need to go ahead and like face them. Cuz sometimes, making a decision is a very difficult one, especially when it means that you're going to have to uproot your life and go and move somewhere else, which it looks like that's what you're about to do. But you're very courageous. You know what I'm saying? So you can do this without going through very much stress. Okay, this is something that you're very capable of, and this person knows it. And this is one of the reasons why they're jealous of you. Well, they're envious of you. This is why they're sending you the stink eye, because they don't have what you have. They can't be what you are. It looks like this person keeps throwing obstacles in your way, and they just keep trying and keep trying and keep trying to slow you down. But every time they throw something in your way, you're just like going around it or going over it. You're just, you know, you're just finding a way each time to move forward, you know? So I'm seeing this as being a major choice in your life. Moving away or getting away from this person is causing you to have like a major change in your life. And I'm telling you right now, good things are coming your way because of this. There's a reason why this is happening to you, and I know it's not a comfortable period in your life. This could be, you don't have to physically be moving. This could be you getting away from this person, maybe changing your job. It could be anything like that, but anything that's a major change in your life. Now, Gemini, if you are moving away, somebody that cares a lot about you is going to come toward you to help you move. Okay? I'm also hearing that somebody here might be going to like a travel agent, or maybe you work as a travel agent yourself, but somebody here is definitely going to a travel agent, maybe to help you out. You might even have somebody coming in to work on your vehicle. Maybe your vehicle needs a tune up or something like that to help you get out. Okay, but I do see somebody coming in to help you move. Now, it does look like this person that has been sending you the evil eye, there's some secrets about this person that's going to be coming out. And it looks like you're going to be the judge. You're the one that's going to be seeing right through this person's BS, I'm hearing. Especially when they start making excuses. Ooh, this person's been in prison before. Yeah, they've had some trouble. Not only that, they might have even had some mental problems. Maybe they were in a mental hospital at some point. These are secrets that this person doesn't want to come out. They don't want people to know about. Okay? These are the things that they're hiding here. That they went to prison, they went to a mental hospital. Maybe they went to prison and then they ended up getting sent to a mental hospital because they try to play like they were crazy, that kind of thing. That could be part of the secret that they don't want you to know about, but you're going to find out anyways. Tell me more about that. Oh, tell me more about that. This person could be wanted for like breaking their probation or something like that. That might be how you're going to find out. This could be law enforcement coming in to come after this person. Like they're chasing this person, they're looking for this person. That might be how you're going to find out. And this person's going to like try to come up with some kind of excuse, or they're going to try to say something in front of you to influence you, but it's not going to work because I'm hearing you're going to see right through their BS. You're going to know they're full of it because of the way that they've treated you, the things that they've done. And I'm hearing like every time you pass by, they're like giving you this, the stink eye, the evil eye. They're just like, looking at you from the corner of their eye, that kind of thing. Yeah, this person's wanted. Okay, tell me more about the strength here. They're hoping that you'll become weak. We have the strength in reverse, so it looks like they're hoping that you'll become weak, or they'll touch on your weakness, or they'll touch your heart or something like that. You're gonna know, no, and it's not gonna work on you because you're gonna know. You're gonna know what this person's up to, and you're gonna know that you're around somebody who's not good for you. And you're gonna be more focused on other things, specifically your peace of mind, not just your peace of mind, but what you do for a living, or or a relationship. Okay, but you're definitely going to be wanting to get more focused on something else other than what the hell this person's got going on in their life. Okay, but they're hoping that they can like find a weakness in you that they can tap into so that you'll feel sorry for them. Maybe they, hold on, let's see. Yeah, they're hoping that you won't call the justice on them. Oh, you might be the one that's going to call them. Ah, you and this person might end up getting into a fight. Yeah, y'all going to get into some kind of dispute there. And I know what? And I know that you are not the one that's going to start this fight. It's going to be them. Okay? That's why they're the one that's going to get arrested, because they're the one that's going to end up putting their hands on you, because it's not going to work. When they find out that it doesn't work on you, they're going to become angry. See, it works on other people, but it's not going to work on you because you see right through this person. And every time, I'm hearing, every time you've gotten around this person, you get that weird feeling in your stomach. Because something is wrong with this person. Like your body is telling you, hey, your intuition is telling you here. Your intuition, your intuition is telling you, hey, this person is bad, and you're picking up on it. See, and this person doesn't understand how it is that you're picking up on them, how it is that their tactics don't work on you. That's what it is. Because, see, they have this attitude here that they're going to, like, hit you, They're going to hit you because they're going to give you what you deserve. You know what I mean? So, in other words, because you are such a strong person, you deserve this. They're coming up with excuses why they have to treat you this way or why they want to do this with you. They're going to try to create this argument so that both of you could be in conflict, so they can say that, oh, this is why I had to hit Gemini. This is why I had to punch Gemini, because I feel like this person wants to do this, because they feel like, you deserve this. And the truth is that whatever this is that they're trying to bring to you to have this argument with, the thing is that you're right. It's coming out that you're going to be right. Okay? And the police officer is going to see it and they're going to know that you're right. Okay? So you're going to come out looking clean and this person's going to be coming out looking dirty. And they possibly could be dirty, okay? Maybe using something illegal here. Maybe we also have the Three of Cups coming out in reverse. They could be possibly intoxicated during this time, or it could be like after the fact. Like they just came from the bar, or they just came from the club, and here they are intoxicated, and they're all emotional. Because I feel like this person can't regulate their emotions. You know, they just react but there's no reasoning. You know how reasonable people, when we have an abnormal reaction to something, or when we have a feeling about something, we like, why am I feeling that way? You know, we keep ourselves in check because that's what normal adults do. You know what I mean? That's what normal adults do. We check ourselves with our emotions. We regulate our emotions, right? This person cannot do that. And on top of that, when this person's under the influence, which they will be, they're really not going to be able to regulate their emotions. This is why they're going to end up attacking you. It's going to start off as a verbal attack, you know, a conflict, a disagreement. And then from there, it's going to move up and it's going to escalate where you are going to have to call the law. The law is going to come in. And that's how you're going to end up finding out that this person messed up their probation. That's how you're going to find out that this person has been in trouble with the law before. All these secrets that this person never wanted you to know about, it's all coming out. Because they're going to let you know, hey, this guy that you called, thank you. Thank you for calling us because it's a good thing they did that because they're wanted and they've been wanted for a while. This person like jumped bail or something like that. You know, they didn't do what they were supposed to do, you know. That's what I'm hearing. So this person is going to end up helping you by doing this. And in a weird way, it's like there's a reason why this is happening, right? The reason is that this person's going to jail and you are going to be free here to pursue whatever it is that you want. Okay? So this person very well, even though I see you, and this might be for one of you, maybe you're moving away because I do see somebody coming in to help you move, okay? So maybe you are moving away. But it doesn't mean that you are able to free yourself from this person because obviously they're still going to be in your energy. Okay? So I think charges of stalking, harassing, yeah, you know, start listing those lists up. Assault, bodily injury. I don't know what else. I don't know what they're called. I don't know what each one would be called, but you get my idea. You get where I'm going with this, right? Like these kind of charges on this person is definitely going to have them locked up. And then once the judge finds out, hey, you've been in here before. You're a regular here. Hi, Joe. How you been? You know, that kind of thing. So, yeah, I'm hearing this person's going to be locked away for a very long time. Now, what this means for you is that once you are free from this energy or you're away from this person and they can't throw that evil eye on you anymore, you're no longer going to be going to this sadness, these I want to say irrational feelings, because these could be like irrational feelings, like you don't know why. All of a sudden you just feel really empty, or you don't know why, just like out of the blue, you just, you know, you're eating ice cream and it doesn't taste the same anymore. Like there's no joy in it, you know? Something like that. Like, you know, it's just going to be random stuff, you know, coming out of the blue, and you're going to be like, why am I feeling this way, right? Well, all of that's going to stop. And once all of that stops, and I'm seeing here, like, you're going to shake it off. You're going to shake off all that curses that this person was trying to throw on you, and you're going to be jumping into the Page of Wands energy, and you're going to escalate really quickly into the Queen of Wands energy. Okay? So, in other words, how do I say it? Like your momentum and Your pleasure back in life is going to come back to you in full force. You're going to be on top of things again. You're going to be motivated again. You're going to feel good. You're going to be like, yeah, I can do this. I can have a new beginning now. And I'm hearing that this is going to spark this new adventure for you, which is where the universe wants you to go, okay? The universe wants you to go. They want you to explore something new. See, this happens, right? You were going through this, you got around somebody who was pretty evil, right? That forced you to make a decision or is forcing you to make a choice. And this is why, for this to happen, so you could be in a new location. See, if you were stuck in a bad location, okay, no, let me rephrase that. If this person didn't come along, I know this is really hard when I say this and people are like, what does that mean? Like, what do you mean bad things happen to us for a reason? Well, I'm explaining to you why here. I hope I'm explaining it correctly. See, the thing is, where you are now is not where you're meant to be. Okay? In other words, something bad has to happen to you, so it'll force you to want to move and go in a different direction here. Okay? So it has to happen this way, because otherwise you would stay where you are, right? So when this person comes and does this to you and follows you and ends up attacking you, it's going to, after that is over, it's going to, you're already out there. You've already let go of your apartment or your house or your job or whatever this is, right? You have already done the decision to where you're no longer comfortable here, right? So that's going to lead you to this period in your life where you're going to have this huge inspiration because you're already going to be out there, right? The universe needed this terrible thing to happen to you to get you to move, to get you out there, because you're meant to be the Queen of Wands, okay? So you're meant for this. You're meant to pursue some kind of passion for yourself. You're meant to go on a new adventure. You know what I mean? It's like it's going to force you into this mindset of being micro focused on your goals, not just on your goals, but enjoying life in general, just like really going out there and just enjoying life. So when you do eat ice cream, it's going to be like, wow, this is the best ice cream. When you hear your favorite song, you're going to want to get up and dance. Where before, you were like in a rut. Even before this person started doing these things to you, you were already in a rut where you were like doing the same things day in and day out. You weren't being challenged. You see what I'm saying? You weren't being challenged to... You weren't being challenged to, like, to meet your highest capabilities. See, but now that this is going to happen to you, you will. You will be challenged and excited, and you're going to take on challenges, and they're going to be exciting to you. So you're going to find pleasure in this, and you're going to excel. I want to say very quickly, because you jump from the Page of Wands to the Queen of Wands. For some of you, this could be a hobby that you're going to end up like reconnecting with, right? Something that you really enjoy doing. And then all of a sudden, it turns into a business for you. You know, it turns into a really big thing for you. Something that you can like get really excited about because it's something you enjoy doing. And anytime you enjoy what you do, you become better and better at it. You know, you just excel. And that's what I'm seeing here, Gemini. You're going to excel. Things are going to start turning in your favor here. So it's not just in career, it's other parts of your life as well. Like everything is going to start linking up. And then down the road, you're going to look back and you're going to be like, wow, I ended up at this location because of that numbnut. And that numbnut, that crazy person, thought that they were hurting me. And then you're going to look back and be like, they were actually helping me. Because of that person, I ended up moving over here, or I ended up quitting that job, or I ended up doing this, and now look at me. I'm better off now. You see how karma works? They're supposed to hurt you and make you run and make you, go through all this struggle. And in the end, they ended up helping you. You see how karma works? And then look where they ended up at. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. You're going to be very interested in the things that you're doing. So it's going to be very stimulating. And I'm hearing, Gemini, that you are the kind of person you need this kind of stimulation. You flourish under this kind of stimulation. Some people they're not able to handle a high level of stimulation, but you can. Okay? And you might have fire in your chart. Somewhere in your chart, you might have Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. You could even have Cancer in your chart, or Libra, or Aquarius in your chart. Okay? So, this is where you have this mindset of mind over matter. This mindset that you have is actually something that's going to end up helping you in this project. That's going to make you move up and go up into the Queen of Wands energy. And you know what I'm hearing? I'm hearing that when you talk about what you do for a living or what you're up to, when you talk to your old friends, you talk to your family, you're like, oh, Gemini, how are you doing? You'll be like, oh, yeah, let me tell you what I've been up to. You're going to be so excited to tell people what you're up to. Where before you'd be like, it's the same old thing, grinding the 9 to 5 and picking up my cappuccino, just the same old thing. See, before that would have been you. But now, after this happens, I'm hearing you're going to be like, oh, girl, let me tell you. Oh, this happened, that happened, and I got this going on, and I'm doing this. And you're going to be like so excited to tell people. This is how karma works. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm hearing that the more you go and the further and deeper you get into this project or whatever this is, right? The more your confidence is going to build up. The more you're going to be able to see that you are capable of, the more you're going to want to do. And the more you're going to start looking more and more attractive without even really trying, because you're going to be so happy. You're not going to be walking around with your shoulders up and your head down and your frown going down and your smile, and your mouth in a frown. Like, you're not going to have that expression on you, right? You're going to be bright-eyed. You're going to be standing straight. You're going to feel confident. You're going to feel really good about what you're doing. And it's going to show in your face. And you're going to start looking so good. And you're going to start attracting a lot of people to you. And people are going to become more interested in you as a person. And it's going to be this cycle of you telling people, oh, let me tell you what I'm doing. And it's going to make you even more excited because you're going to be able to share it with more people. You see? Yeah. Okay, Gemini, that's what I have for you, and this is why this is going to happen. I see this as being a future reading, okay? It could be a past reading. There's really no timestamp on tarot, but to tell you the truth, my feeling from this reading is that it's something that's coming towards you, something that's about to happen, okay? So right now you probably are getting that gut feeling about somebody. They're probably making you feel guilty or making you feel empty or making you feel sad and you don't know why, and then you're catching them giving you the side eye, and, you can feel their energy towards you. This is where it's going. This is where it's going. This is where you feel like you need to get away from them, because this is where everything's heading. Unfortunately, this person is going to do something that they're going to have to pay for. You know what I mean? But you will be cleared. Okay? And you're going to be getting rid of this person for good. So that might be another contribution to why you're going to be feeling so good and looking so good, because you're not going to have that stress of this weirdo that's been bothering you. You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyways, Gemini, I'm going to go ahead and get out of this reading. You do have somebody giving you the evil eye. Wash it off. Do a spiritual cleanse, okay? Do what you got to do. Clear your head and start making decisions, because you have a very important decision here that's going to end up changing your life. It's sad that this is why it's happening, but this is actually going to be a very good thing for you, okay? All right, Gemini, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Y'all take care. Catch me in the next one. Bye-bye.